So 3 out of every 4 correctional officers who get fired for kicking inmate ass, for starving inmates, for mistreating inmates, for lying about inmates getting their ass kicked, always get their job back, bro.
And we know this for a fact. We done both been through this. But one specific thing happened at Hudson Valley Prison. This officer beat up a 19-year-old that was shackled to a restraint chair.
Can't even fight back.
Whooped them. I'm talking about like,
beat the man.
Black and blue. Got fired just to get rehired.
Come on, man. What about the officer that literally put this dude in solitary confinement and for a whole week straight denied this man 13 meals?
And you get,
what, 3 meals a day? So that's what, 21 meals in a week?
21 meals a day.
Out of them 21 meals, and he was denied 13 meals, and he got fired for that and got his job right back.
So this man ate eight meals.
What about the guard that told Buddy, this how you get slammed on your fucking head? Boom, then took the man and slammed this man's head into a wall, man. All this shit written up.
That was at Albany. That was at Albany, yeah.
Written up, documented, and guess what? He got fired just to get his fucking job back.
So the process is through what they call arbitrators, which are like supposed to be like lawyers and judges that know like legal work, and they deal with inmates that write them letters saying this is what happens. But the system for the
arbitrators,
arbitration,
specialized
the system
attorneys
for the arbitration is BS, because what they do is they whoop you and then they put you in solitary confinement till you heal up, right?
But those cases don't make it to the arbitration, because how they doing? You know how it go when you've been there before. You know what I'm saying? When they beat on you, you won't have no evidence. They hide you in these solitary confinement.
I know people that.
But they still made it out. Oh shit!
No, it didn't. It's the arbitration system is messed up. Because the people that they have, the arbitrators that are supposed to help the inmates' cases, when they go, it's BS. It's BS. I got a Hebrew brother right now, Ari, you know, online, right? And that's how I met him, because he came from Lake Butler. Police got him, whooped him. They put him in confinement. They let him heal up. The whole time he was in confinement, writing, hey, I need help, About 2 months later, after he done healed up, they come to take pictures and all this stuff. Now, I'm going to tell you, my first time I went to prison, I got whooped bad by the police, right? I mean, bad. The police stomped me, whooped me, beat me, hog-tied me, did some damage to me, right? And the only thing that saved me was my mama. A dude showed up and wanted to take pictures and stuff like that, because my mom was blowing the capital of Florida is Tallahassee. So she's blowing Tallahassee up. What's going on, my son? They got him in solitary confinement. No paperwork written on me. They want me to heal up. I can't heal up because I'm at a violent camp. I got to fight every person they put in my cell. You feel me? But the arbitration system's so messed up, I don't care. If I go through the system and yes, I want to put in a lawsuit for these officers whooping me, they're going to put me under investigation for 180 days. For 6 months, I'm going to be in a box even longer. And they're already starving you. I'm already dealing with inmates I got to fight because I'm at a very violent camp. So it's like, it's just, the officers get away with so much with physical contact when it comes to whooping you and beating you and stuff. And then the people that do get the courage to say, you know what? No, man, I'm putting my foot down. These officers keep getting away with whooping us. I'm going to stand up. Y'all whoop me, and this will happen. But you'll get out of confinement healed before someone comes and takes a picture of you.
You got no evidence then, you know what I'm saying? Because my shit was actually different. I didn't get beat on, but when they put me in FSP confinement, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't giving me food. They wasn't giving me showers. They wasn't giving me no clothes, no mat,
and I know for
nothing.
a fact, because I dealt with the officers that was in confinement at FSP because I was on the WAC squad. Guess what? Them officers admitted to saying, if you bring your ass back here, this how they kept us in line. We're going to spit in your food.
They spit in my food.
That's what they'll tell you. Like, hey, if you get in trouble and come to the box, we're going to spit in your food.
So the whole while I'm in confinement, not getting no food, getting pretty much, I'm saying, terrorized in that type of way, I'm writing my mom like, hey, boom, this is what's going on. Can you call it out here? Because I ain't getting no food and I'm hungry and I'm naked and I'm cold as hell for real.
I'm going to tell you something else that's crazy. You're in confinement. You have to give your letter to the officer.
So that's what
that works
doing.
in the confinement.
Every night.
So if they don't throw your letters away, you might get one out. You're not allowed to seal your envelope. So they're allowed to go in there and they're not allowed, but they will go in there and look at your letters and read everything and then tape it shut for you and mail it out. You're not allowed to seal your mail. We ain't even think about it. That's a good ass.
Nah, cause listen, check it out. Cause as I'm sending these letters out, it felt like every time I sent the letter out, the treatment got worse. You know what I'm saying? It got worse. I'm like, damn, now I'm not getting nothing. What's going on? You feel me? So they finally let me out of confinement, put me on the bus, and they shipped me to Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? But I'm finally gone. I finally get caught to my mom. I wait till she get the visual. I'm like, dang, man, why you ain't called down there? What they said to you? She said, I never got no letters. Makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense. Makes sense. So that's what I was going at with that. You know what I'm saying? What was again?
The arbitration system for people to have to write up and do the paperwork and file to the arbitrators, these lawyers and so-called judges that's supposed to say, hey, these officers need to get fined or they need to lose their job.
Yeah, they not letting them do it because pretty much you got the inmate word versus the officer's word. And one of the officers they saying is we never walk alone. You know what I'm saying? So you got this inmate or inmates telling these judges and lawyers like, hey, yeah, these officers beating on us, kicking ass. This shit is documented. You know what I'm saying? They say the inmate's word ain't reliable.
It's an inmate, right? I don't know if he still is. I've been out of prison 4 years. At FSP, he's on one of the wings. He's been on confinement for like 10 years. He was only supposed to be back there for 6 months. But he punched an officer in the face one time. An officer spit on him. And he had punched the officer. And every 6 months, guess what they do? Put another DR on him. They write a false report to keep him in confinement. 10 years.
That's crazy, man. So they literally, these officers get away with beating on us, starving us, kicking our ass left, right. And the only time when they get fired and they actually stick is when the officer stories don't line up with each other. They can't cover up for each other.
Or they finally catch you on a camera that they forgot was there, ducked off somewhere. This camera ducked off on the canteen building, caught him beating him outside of a dorm. They finally got proof.
So think about that, bro. 3 out of 4 abusive officers who known for abuse, whether it be sexually, physically, or just mentally, or whatever it may be, they get their jobs back.
They need body cameras?
I think so. I think that.
Come on, man. You got. There's a reason they're putting body cameras on police in the streets.
Yeah.
They definitely need body cameras with police on in prison.
I'm saying, say it over again. When you get sentenced to prison, you're just sentenced to do your time. You ain't sentenced to torture and neglect like
I'm gonna tell you, there's another way. I didn't want to tell bro's personal business because we did a lot of time with him. He became a close friend. Even though he can't get his life on the right track, he keeps, you know, being reincarcerated.
I was talking about me or something. I did.
Nah, you know what I'm talking about, man.
I know that.
My homeboy told me, man.
I know that.
We was at FSP main unit. It was an officer that they hired, right?
Yeah.
This weird ass, something wasn't right with him mentally. They hired this man. He was real slow. It was about 20 inmates they always picked, bro. And he would strip them down butt naked.
And bend
over, spread your butt cheeks, and call. They want to see if anything's gonna fall out your rear end.
So he said. This dude had a fetish with a certain look, though.
But it was real skinny white people with like black hair and like that fucking 5 o'clock shadow look. You know what I'm saying?
That was a little fetishy fetish.
So after looking at so many man's booty holes, because you're supposed to strip an inmate behind the shower wall because there's female officers on the compound, right? So he's doing this on the rec yard outside in broad daylight. He's doing this in the dorm, in the open bay dorm by the bed. You know what I'm saying? In the day room, like he was. Something was wrong with this officer. So literally, it's only 2 open bay dorms because we take care of death row and CM. You feel me? But literally. Bruh, no lie, it had to be like 400 inmates writing this dude up to get him fired.
For being a white boy with dark hair, skinny perv, you feel me?
Literally,
weird.
Every inmate on the compound wrote this man up. Hey, warden, he gotta go. This officer gotta go. Right? They fired him. Well, lo and behold, like 6 of the inmates went under investigation. Tovey was one of them. That's how you met Tovey, because he's at the West unit. We're at the main unit at FSP, right? Tovey, that goes on investigation, ends up getting shipped to the West unit. You feel me? I get in trouble supposedly for some BS and get shipped to the West unit. A year later, this man has a job
at the West unit. Where we at? No,
this same officer, bro, you should have seen Tovey's face when he seen this man walking into the dorm, bro.
He had over 400 inmates telling y'all, writing them up like, listen, man, this man is sexually
harassing inmates.
He making a strip, showing our booty holes on every corner. We let you know this the exact type that he like. Just for this man to get not fired, transferred from one unit to the next unit. What kind of sense that make, man? I know exactly what you're talking about.
And Sergeant Edie, because inmates will come together and write their ass up. Certain officers that do crazy stuff, sergeants and stuff, and instead of firing these crazy behind people that power trip, they demote them. Oh, he's a sergeant, let's show him that he's in trouble, and they demote him. And for a week, they give him a job that he doesn't want somewhere. He got to work the child hall for a week, or he has to work in the whatever, you know what I'm saying?
And they go right back to the regular position after
and then 6 months later, he's back to being a sergeant.
And these guards are allowed to act like that because they know the system is rigged for them. Once again, it's inmate versus officer work, and they win every time unless they can't get their stories together. That's why they breed the system up. They never walk alone. They stick together, do what they want to do, and just run them up. And inmates don't have a chance, you feel me? That's why a lot of guys, like even when he did the story behind the walls, y'all say, why did he sue? Why did he do that? It ain't that easy, you know what I'm saying? Just like the dude we both know right now who's in confinement for what, 10 years now?
Yeah.
They know this man got enough sense and knowledge to actually write them up the right way, get stuff going the right way. So the best way to stop that, hide them.
And because of these arbitrators, these lawyers and experts and judges that's supposed to be helping these inmates out when they because there is no real physical proof, I'm gonna let you know why. When them officers whooped me, guess what they told me before I left out that cell? That don't you look up at no camera, we're gonna really beat your ass and hide you for real.
And we're just gonna allow for each other to get away with it.
Why can't I look up at a camera? Because I'm whooped. I'm bruised up. My face red, bruised, swollen. They tell you if you look up, we're not only gonna beat your behind, but we're gonna hide you.
Hide you. Simple. Simple. So come on, man. So let's think about that, man. 3 out of every 4 officer that's known for beating on inmates, sexually assaulting inmates, starving inmates, and so forth, get fired just to get their job back.
I'm finna tag my other story from being incarcerated with them. What happened with them officers whooped me. They didn't write no paperwork because they know they were dead wrong for already harassing me. An officer can't come and harass you for no reason. They can't. Feel me? When they came and started harassing me, flinching at me and stuff, and then I ended up getting into it with the officer and they whooped me. Beat me bad.
And you ain't got nobody to call on.
And guess what they did? Put my ass in confinement.
Hide you.
And the only reason I got saved, my mama was coming to visitation and they said, I'm in confinement. And she said, from what? And the lady said, we don't know. There's no write-up. There's no paperwork on why I'm locked up.
She wasn't laced
and
up
she
for what
went
to say.
Ham.
They said what to say. And you ain't got nobody to call on because we done both sitting out and seen plenty of time when dudes say, hey, let me speak to the captain, let me speak to the lieutenant. You just made it worse. Let me speak to the warden. Alright, you just made it worse. Now they all gonna beat your ass, then hide you. You got nobody to call on, you feel me?
That's what they did. They hid me in confinement, trying to make me heal up before they released me back on the compound like ain't nothing happened.
There go, man. They continue this to...
And I was a JIT. I was at a YO prison. I was at a youth offender prison with JITs, kids, 14 to 24 years old, you feel me? Got grown ass 45, 50-year-old man whooping me.
I really got nothing to say. Because they ain't got nobody looking into it and they ain't got nobody trying to change the system, so hey.
Do correctional officers need body cams?
F yeah.
Come on, man.
Low recidivism.